Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. This channel is dedicated to enhancing and uplifting your spiritual well-being. I am Elle, and I am here to be of service to you. So grab your cup of coffee or your hydration beverage, settle in, and let's talk about the message for October 15th. All right, so let's talk the astrology first, and then I want to share with these the cards that really made themselves obvious in the pre-shuffle. Two great messages here, and then I'll pull some tarot. So the birds were quiet. They feel the spirit coming in, so hopefully they'll adjust and get quiet. All right, so let's talk about right now, early in the morning. It is early. It is the Pisces, moon is still in Pisces. And it is, it is in conjunct to the sun. So we're getting close to that full moon. The moon later today is going to move into Aries, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is kind of like that final conclusion. Remember, I've been talking in the readings all last week about when Jupiter went retrograde, we were going to go through this refination process. We were going to look at what's working in our lives. We're going to focus on that. And whatever's not working, we're going to go backstage, go on pause, and then we're going to focus our energy on the things that are benefiting us, that are enhancing and uplifting our spiritual well-being. Well, this is kind of where we're drawing those conclusions. What's working? We're kind of going through this reanalysis energy. What's working, what's not? It's as simple as that. What's working for you, what's not working for you. And so the things that are working for you, you're going to pump some energy in. As soon as that moon moves into Aries, you're going to feel that energy burst, and you're going to say, this is where I'm going to spend my time, energy, and resources, because this stuff over here needs to go backstage for a while because it's just not working for me. So then this is that conclusion. Okay, I'm going to draw conclusions from this reanalysis and focus on what's working. Whatever is not resolved is not meant to be resolved. And that's the conclusion. So we're going to be wrapping some of the stuff up. I'm going to talk about that here with these three cards. Okay, so go where the energy takes you. So if you've got something over here that's really positive and it just kind of feels like it's beaming, it's just calling to you, and you're saying, you know what, I feel so good when I'm engaged with this, like I do when I do these daily readings for you. It pumps me up. I love it. I share my energy and it just makes me feel good. That's where I'm going to direct my energy. Whereas if I'm like doing something that's not really having a positive benefit for me, let's just say, I'm not a great mechanic. I'm not going to spend my time trying to fix my own car. I'm going to take it to somebody who gets pumped up from doing that, that's their calling. So it's kind of like a redistribution of energy, and it's really capitalizing on your strengths and what you're meant to make gains in. Whatever you're not meant to make gains with, that's the conclusion that you're going to draw. It's like, that's just kind of a waste of my energy. Good. That's what you need to know so that you can redirect and focus on the things that are really beneficial to your life. Okay, let's see. This is a grand time for compassion and understanding of others. Because you're feeling so positive and you're getting pumped up by all this energy because you're making progress here, you're going to feel like, wow, now I can have this compassionate energy for others because I understand they've having the same kind of struggles that I've had. They've been pumping their energy into something that's not been working for them either, and they're frustrated and they may be discouraged, but I can understand that. All right, so the other aspect I want to talk about today, Venus in Scorpio is trine Neptune in Pisces, Neptune being in retrograde. So Venus and Neptune, this is all about this kind of unconditional love that needs to bubble up from beneath without all the distractions. And so Venus in Scorpio, Venus is in a water sign, and Neptune is in a water sign. So this is all about the bubbling up of your true, authentic emotions, but it starts with you. Unconditional love has to be given to self first before it can be authentically given to anything else. Okay, so my guides are just throwing this out. That's why we love our animals, our pets so much. It's because we're practicing unconditional love and they're reflecting it back to us for self. It's a validation. So when we give a lot of attention, let's say to our dogs, and they give that absolutely unconditional look back to us, it's validating. It's okay to love myself. There is no ego there. And so it's an authentic projection of your unconditional love for self. Okay, that's an aside from my guides. Okay, whatever is effortlessly coming to you, if you are magnetizing or attracting things to you, it's because they are in alignment with you, and that's where you need to focus your energy. What is in alignment with you? So later on, the moon is going to move into Aries, getting ready. We're going to be in that full moon draw, that energetic pull from the full moon, because we're 2 days out. This is a time to make progress where perhaps things have been stagnant. So over here on where you're going to focus on the things that are really uplifting to your energy, you may not have made a lot of progress in those things, but bam, all of a sudden. And I'm just going to say this, if you look at my subscriber count, it's gone up in the last couple of weeks, a lot. So thank you very much. But not that I use that as any kind of metric, but what that tells me is that people are attracting my message because they need to hear them. And then they're like, wow, that's exactly what's in alignment with me right now. Vibrationally, frequency, we're very similar. And when you find a reader that is very similar to your frequency, the resonance is very powerful. That changes. Sometimes there's, you grow, and then the frequencies are a little not as tightly in alignment. And then you find someone else that is going to take you on the next part of your journey. And then maybe then you come back. That's the way it happens. So I just want to say thank you. And I appreciate your support, but it feels to me like, because I feel like I'm in alignment and I'm focusing on really working with my readings and doing a lot of personal readings and getting messages out there, the more I focus on that, then the more energy I'm kind of getting in return. So it's uplifting to my energy. All right, so that's kind of that. Okay. That's it with the astrology. Now I want to talk about these cards, and then I'll prepare the space and I'll pull some tarot for you. The two cards that I saw in this deck were Pride and Perseverance. And immediately ego, like Leo energy, and then Perseverance, that Nine of Wands. But basically what I got, the message that really came through strongly with my guides was, you have persevered in some things out of pride. And they just aren't in alignment with you. But you haven't given up because there was an ego issue. You didn't want to give up and face failure. Instead, you continued with the frustration. The card that came out in this deck in the pre-shuffle was the Chariot card. It's time to let that go. Don't hold on to something you've been struggling with just because of pride, because of ego. It's just that conclusion. That's not what's meant for you now. Energetically, it's not supportive. Then, the Gratitude card and the Eight of Cups card. This is what's spiritually supportive for you. Find what is spiritually supportive to you, and out of gratitude, focus your energy there. I mean, I could end this reading right now, but I think there's more info for you. So I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to prepare this space. I invite you to take the next 30 seconds, do a little breath work, get yourself centered, connect with self, and then we will share a reading together, and we can get some more information on how you can navigate these energies. Grab your coffee. I'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome to all of my subscribers, all of my viewers, all of my friends. Thank you so much. All right, so I will be using The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh. I will be using his Power of Love Oracle, and I will be using the Star Tarot, which is by Kathy McClellan. So, yeah. Okay, so how do we need to use this energy in order to benefit us today? What do we need to know so we can navigate all of this energy as we lead up to the full moon in Aries? Let's see what works for us today. Freedom. Freedom. Part of this process of letting go what's not working is liberating. But freedom is, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That's what you're doing over here. When you allow all of these other troubled and turbulent things to just kind of go backstage, you're focusing over here. And I don't know why it's left side, right side. I don't know. It's just the way I'm feeling the energy. But this is what you're doing. When you're focusing that energy on what's working for you, you're creating your own happiness. And you're being liberated from the frustration of dealing with all these other things that just aren't meant for you right now. So that's good. We'll do bottom of the deck in at the end, and then let's see what's going on here. I love that bright blue. It's not even a periwinkle blue, but it's like this bright, it's not sky blue, but it's this turquoise blue. So maybe turquoise is a good stone to carry today. I think I'm going to slip one in my pocket. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not a crystal person, really. I don't know what turquoise means. If you know what turquoise means, please put it in the comments. But for some reason, I'm getting the vibe of turquoise. And that was totally random because I usually don't bring that into my readings. Tolerance. There's that patience, understanding, and compassion. You appreciate other points of view because you sense love in everyone. You see their point of view because you've been there. You've experienced that frustration of not being able to make progress in certain aspects, especially if it's something that's ego-driven. All right. I am going to do a live tonight at 7 o'clock. Please join me. Bring your questions. I do free little mini readings for people. Try to answer your questions. Also, if you need a connection with a loved one who has transitioned, a lot of times I can pick up on that. So then also lastly, check out my twin flame video series. I have done, I think, 3 videos. I will do a 4th and 5th. I'm going to do divine masculine and divine feminine. They're part of the journey. 8 of Swords. Liberation from this freedom is liberating you from something that was stagnant, not working, not meant for you. And that's the conclusion that you're drawing. And that's what you're going to release in the full moon. Remember, full moons are about releasing. So start for the next couple of days to focus on what's not working. And then release yourself from that obligation or that ego attachment. Here we have the 6 of Swords. Yeah. Because once you do that, there's going to be an ease. You're going to effortlessly draw these things to you that are meant for you. And that way, you're going to be able to focus on that. And that's what's going to build your happiness. What's meant for you is in alignment. And when you are in alignment, you feel good. That's just the reality. When alignment feels good. When you're not in alignment, it feels bumpy and frustrating and discouraging. Ace of Pentacles. You'll be manifesting in a new way and new things that are in alignment with you. This is the Knight of Wands energy. This can be a little bit ego-based. Knight of Wands is there's impulsivity, and it's because you're doing things out of passion. It means it clicks with you and you just jump forward with it. That's okay if it's in alignment. If it's still something attached to ego, it's time to let it go, okay? Okay, we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Something is imbalanced emotionally for you. That's why this Venus in Scorpio, Pisces, or Neptune in Pisces. What's not in balance emotionally for you? What are you struggling with emotionally? So your homework assignment for the next couple of days is, what are you struggling with emotionally? And is it because you don't want to let something go because it's ego-based? Even though you know it's not meant for you, it's not working for you, you persevered in it for far too long. The expiry date has long since passed, but you're sticking with it because you don't want that sense of failure. That's creating an emotional unbalance for you, and we need to draw the conclusion and let it go with that Chariot energy, okay? Let's do bottom of the deck. Friendliness. This is part of your aura. This is what my guide is saying, that you are going to have this really welcoming energy in your aura, and that is going to attract people that will need an uplift. Now, don't drain yourself. There's the caveat, and my guides are very, very insistent. Do not self-sacrifice. But when you can lend a hand, lend a hand. That's where the compassion comes in, that compassion and understanding. You will have people your energy will draw them to you because you are so centered and balanced and in such a positive energy. They are going to reach out. Lend a hand where you can, but don't self-sacrifice, and set boundaries. See the stern look on my face? Set boundaries. Somebody needed to hear that. Empathy, told you. This is all about you. You've been there. You know how they feel. You've walked the walk. Now you can talk the talk and give good advice. So that's what's going to be coming in between now and the full moon. People might be falling apart a little bit. They're going to be reaching out, looking for some answers, support, guidance. You can, if you are not in self-sacrificing energy and you are standing in your truth and sovereignty and authenticity, what you say will guide them through. Wheel of Fortune. The 10 card. Drawing the conclusion that is what is meant to be part of your destiny and what is not. And moving forward with those things that are connected to positive energy for you and that deeply resonate as part of your spiritual journey. Bringing us back to this gratitude and 8 of Cups. Thank you for that lesson. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Again, if you know what turquoise means spiritually, if you'll put it in the comments, I'll look it up, but I just want to go ahead and offer an opportunity for you guys. Give me your perception. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps. Thank you if you have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button? If you want to know when I post new content, please, especially those twin flame videos, please hit the notification bell and always leave me a comment. It always means so much to me to read your comments and hear what you are thinking and feeling. Have a wonderful day, my beautiful friends. Namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.